My name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Friday, May 29th, 2026. I hope everyone's getting ready for a nice summer. Today I'm doing a prior to script video on a refurbishment we did for a customer. This will be uploaded to our YouTube channel for their review. We do not give their name out on the video, so I will give their PO number was AC260161. Is the Sitek internal sales order number 260223. This is a Semitool 270F spinner and dryer that has the capability of going to 150 or 6-inch wafers. The option that they've done, they upgraded to the SMC valve assembly. It had the old Humphrey valves that are no longer supported. So part of the refurbishment, they wanted the upgrade. This serial number is SRD-01847. Again, this is a customer system that they sent in. This is, I think, the 4th system they sent in to refurb. This system is actually going to Switzerland. It's been fully checked out and refurbished. When we do a customer's refurbishment, we use the same quality standards as we build our own tools. So there's no difference if a customer comes in and sends us a tool versus us building a tool up from stock or out of inventory. We have the same quality standards. I'm going to show you the recipe because it's a little bit different, and I did change it. So in their recipe, let me just go over here. They had 220 seconds in rinse. That's a long time. There's no reason for a video to do 220 seconds, so I moved it down to 30. We'll adjust it back so not to change the customer's recipe when we're done. Then it goes into a 10-second purge, which I'll describe that after. At 200, they do a high RPM for only 10 seconds. And they go a higher RPM at 2400 for 200 seconds, and a low RPM, 600 RPM for 100 seconds. Kind of a different recipe, not one that we would say is a standard for Sitek, but it's the customer's process, so we'll leave it in there. So I'll simply, this system, because it was a refurb, the customer opted to keep their own Semitool PSC 102 controller. As you can see, we're quite busy here in final test. Most systems that we ship come with the new Sitek. Well, not new now. It's been we've had it for years, but lots of upgrades and software changes. We have our Sitek state-of-the-art PLC control system. You can see it on all these systems, and we have a double stack 200mm system right there next to this. This is a typical Friday, having 4 or 5 systems that are in final test that we do videos on, and we have to get them pushed out because by next week we'll have another 4 to 5 for sure. In fact, the whole month of June, we're going to have 4 or 5 systems in final test every week. So it's kind of boring to watch this run, so I'll just go ahead and start it. Okay. Make sure the cassette's in good. It is. All right. There's your rinse step. And it's going. So the typical process is a rinse, then a purge. The purge blows the water out of the DI nozzles. Then you have a dry 1. In this case, because you can have 9 steps, they have a dry 1 and 2 and 3. Dry 1 and 2 are both higher RPM steps. Again, most customers don't go past 1800. They have it at 2400. I'm going to actually send an email to them about this so they can maybe take a look at it. I'll more than likely be seeing them on my next trip over to Switzerland in about a month, and I will then maybe go to their fab and help them optimize some of their processes. I mean, going to 2400 is really high for a spinner and dryer. Not a problem, but it's just high. And then they go into a traditional dry, in this case dry 3, which is the low RPM dry. You can see, you can hear the motor because it's going so high, 2400. So they have 2400 at 2 minutes, or 200 seconds, about 3 minutes. It was kind of boring to watch that. Let me talk about our support. For the spin rinse dryers, we offer 100% support. We have controller repairs, we have the servo amp repairs, windows, door seals, heater blankets, N2 heaters. Everything and anything on this system we can supply brand new. Over the years, we've engineered our own products. Replacement products and they've been fully tested. We've shipped thousands, actually lots of thousands of spin rinse dryers around the world, and upward probably over the years $100 million of spare parts. So we have a very good grasp on our spare parts technology, etc. For the support, this is the Semitool spin rinse dryer. So we offer support on the Semitool S as in Sam, F as in Frank, and the traditional STs. Then we also have Sitek spin rinse dryers, brand new systems. And then we have Vertec, which is the past competitor of Semitool. And we actually purchased that company, the product line, about 5 years ago. So we are the OEM for the Vertec product line. So across the board, for most rinser dryers that are installed in wafer fabs, we supply spare parts. Talking about our wet processing equipment, we just reviewed our rinser dryers. We have a slogan here: we make drying a breeze, because we do other cleaning and drying systems. One would be the Integris Flower HTC box and cassette washer. That's the 8000, 8010, 20, 30, and the 4000. We have multiple systems in stock now, and we also offer brand new box washers. We offer the single wafer mask and wafer scrubbers for high pressure and brush scrubbing and then drying. And to round out our wet processing, we have a full line of Sitek wet sinks. The different terminology used around the world, that could be a vertical laminar flow, a fume hood, a wet sink, whatever people want to call that in their fab. We offer systems for complete stainless steel for heavy solvent systems. And then we have your normal 4910 plastic material for lots of the other sinks. Supporting the wet sinks, we have complete chemical distribution units. We have waste carboys. We have chemical carts. We do bottle washers. A full line of what you would think of in a wafer fab, your wet processing equipment. So those 4 product lines, which is our spin rinse dryers, our Integris Flower box washers, our remanufactured mask and wafer scrubbers, and the new wet sinks fill out our wet processing. And by the way, all 4 of the product lines are based on our Slick Device software technology. We've made it that if a customer has a wet sink and a rinser dryer next to it, they can go to the alarm screen just on any of the tools we sell, and it looks the same. The same concept, how it works, the usability. We've done that across all of our software, so customers then, it's a one-stop shop, and then their maintenance team, once they've learned how to work on one tool, they can quickly understand the software of all the tools. Okay, we have about 4 seconds to go. Then we're going to drop way down at low RPM. There we go. You can hear that the motor making it's that high RPM spinning of that rotor begin 24. Most times we don't run past 1800. That's kind of traditional. So I'll talk to the customer about that. They might have specific drying reasons they've done this. What we found historically, what happens is we'll go to a company and they'll have a process that we think is a little bit different than we would probably suggest. And it'll be, well, it was that way when I started. Well, when did you start? 7 years ago. And what was the person before that? They were here for 10 years, and it was the same process from them. So someone 20 years ago might have built the process in, and it just went along because it's been qualified, not realizing maybe there's a better way to do it, or way that puts maybe less stress on the substrates. Okay, we have about a minute left to go. Rounding out our wet processing, our other product lines, we do quite a lot of photolithography tools, a lot of photoresist pumps, the IDI, the Cybor, the Millipore. We do pump packages, we do controllers, we do customer repairs. We get a lot of pumps sent to us. We also do vapor prime systems. We have some particle counters, the 10-core particle counters, some different metrology tools, the nanometrics, prometrics, etc. You can go to our website and see the drop-down of different tools and the equipment we have in stock, and then you'll see what we have. Okay, at 20 seconds to go. At the end of the process, the substrates will upright to what we call home position, which is 12 o'clock. I'll hear the door release. I'll be able to open it up, and we'll check for the substrates. Okay. There we are. Okay. So, yeah, nice and hot. My hand. I burned my hand there. Okay. Wafers look great. When I'm done, I will reprogram it back to 220 seconds as the rinse to match the customer's initial recipe they sent us. So that will conclude this short prior to shipment video of this refurbishment we did of a customer's Semitool 270S spin rinse dryer. Note for this customer, what I'm doing is I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation of taking the poly off so when it arrives, what to check. There's a servo amp back here. Sometimes cables in shipment, when you put something in a crate and it ships across the world, something might get loose. So I'm going to give a PowerPoint on what to check to make sure all the cables are in good before they do the power up, to make sure that it's a seamless startup of the tool when it does back arrive. If there's any questions, our main number is 916-797-9000. You can call and ask for any of our inside or outside salespeople. On our website, any given product page, you can contact us by sending us an email link, and we'll get back to you immediately on pricing and etc. My name is Jim Mullany. Today is May 29th, 2026, and I hope everyone has a great summer. Thank you.